everyone, welcome to my channel, Root Yoga Therapy. I'm Jasmine Leventhal, your certified yoga therapist, and welcome to our 22nd week of pregnancy. Wow, I cannot believe we are already here at 22nd weeks or 22 weeks, and we are heading into our 5th month. It's pretty wild. So today we are going to work on opening up the hips, the hamstrings, the inner groin. That's typically where I'm feeling a lot of my tension lately. And so if you're like me and really starting to feel some discomfort there or some achiness, especially if you've been sleeping on your side, this is going to be a great practice and give us a lot more freedom and mobility in our body. And of course, we'll always be adding in that little bit of strength. So get into something comfy, join me on your mat, and I look forward to practicing with you. All right, awesome. So let's get started. So today, if you don't already have some blocks, a bolster or body pillow, and a blanket, find something around your house where you can put yourself on an incline. And if you're working or sleeping with a pregnancy pillow, that really can work well here. You just don't want to be flat on your back. So we'll start by finding our breath in a semi-reclined position and start opening up our legs. So I'm just going to head onto my back. If you're using a bolster or a body pillow, you're going to have that right at the base of the hips. I'm going to bend my knees, take my feet out as wide as my mat, and just knock my knees in, and then go ahead and rest my head down. Now I have this blanket here because it's going to help support my neck. I don't really want my head to be in too much extension. So this is a really nice way to feel really comfortable as we dive into our practice. So once you've found your setup, go ahead and make your way onto your back and soften your eyes to close. And again, just using this time to really arrive into our space together, into our practice, and already honoring the time you've carved out, caring for your health and well-being. And then starting to find those gentle breaths moving in and out through the nose. And of course, there's no holding the breath, no constriction, just a really nice, comfortable, even breath. And I always love visualizing the breath moving right to my baby, feeding him with all these nutrients, this prana. That's the word we have in Sanskrit for vitality or life force. It's really our health and healing. And so I love envisioning the baby getting all the prana that's coming into the body with each passing breath. Really nice. And it's like this steady, even, grounded breath that we're going to work to maintain through our entire practice. It'll really be our foundation and our guide as we move forward. So I have a strap here, and you might want to go ahead and grab a belt or a strap from a robe if you don't have a strap or something like it nearby. And once you have it, you're going to go ahead and extend your left leg forward. And if you have already extended your left leg forward and find that you're pulling into your low back, it's not comfortable, just rebend the knee and plant the foot down. Otherwise, extending the left leg forward, I'm going to unravel my strap, pull the right knee in and just hook my foot towards the strap and then gently guide my foot up. Now, I don't have to jam your leg straight. I'm going to keep a soft bend into my knee. And you might even have to take the foot slightly outward just to not compress too much around the belly, and just starting to feel an opening through the back of the leg here. Those nice full breaths. And then gently bringing both ends of your strap or your belt into your right hand. Start to extend the right leg out to the right. And then at this point, you can start to push that right leg towards straight, working a little more into the inner groin. Maybe have a little more space. Like as you notice, my legs has dropped quite a bit now since I've been able to open up a little more. And then taking one more inhale. Exhale, pull that right leg back through center. You're going to bring both ends of the strap into your left hand now. We're just going to gently cross the body. Notice we're not twisting the belly, but we're working into the outer hip area, into the lower back. Continue to flex into your foot. Let me just adjust my strap. Continue to flex into your foot and kind of pull the toes up towards your face. And that'll kind of encourage that stretch to move a little more deeply around the outer right hip and glute. And this has been my little troubled area lately, so this is feeling really good for me. But you might notice you're feeling a stretch in a different part of the leg or maybe even into the back. And so just kind of notice what you're feeling, breathing here. And finding one more breath. Exhale, guiding that right leg back to center. You're going to bring your right hand underneath your right thigh, rebend into your right knee, and just remove the strap from the foot. Set it off to the side for now. Then have both hands underneath the thigh. Take an inhale, reaching the right foot up. Exhale, nice bend. Good. Inhale, reaching the right leg up. Exhale, bend. 3 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Nice. Now we're going to start to circle the leg within the hip. Today I have a therapy ball with me. If you don't have a therapy ball, you can always grab a tennis ball if you have something like that in your home, or something similar to this size. If you don't have anything like this in your home, don't worry about it. You'll still go ahead and circle the leg and still get that nice juicy stretch into the hips. I'm going to place my therapy ball, and for those of you at home who are working with one, you're going to place it right here, like right at the base of your hip. So you're going to kind of lower the glute down. It's at your glute medius. And right when you get onto the ball, you might feel like, oh, it's a little tender. It's probably not going to feel so good, especially if you're like me and it's getting very tight in that area. So this is a little bit of trigger point therapy to really help loosen the muscles around there, glute medius. And again, if you don't have a ball, it's totally fine. You're going to bring your right hand in front of your right shin and just start to guide the leg outward, forward, inward, and just taking these little circles with the leg. So again, you're still mobilizing. Using the ball is just going to encourage a little deeper kind of pressure into the glute medius. So if there's any knots or you're feeling any kind of muscle contraction there or maybe spasm, this could really help loosen that area up. And I'm just trying to dig too deep at all, but just enough to release any tension. A little self-massage. Let's take one more circle. Good. And then release. If you're using that ball, go ahead and lift the hips, slide the ball out, and then plant the right foot down. I've kind of shifted a little bit here, so I'm going to shift my way back up and re-extend my right leg. And we'll take the same sequence on the left side. I'm going to go ahead and grab my strap. My ball might fly away. I should put it somewhere safe. Put it right there. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my strap, bend into my left knee, place my strap around the ball of the left foot, and then again, re-extend the leg. Now, I already feel a difference here. I feel much tighter on this side of my body. So if you're feeling like, oh, this feels much more mobile or this feels much more tense, it's just something to notice. Curling the left toes down towards the face, finding your breath here. Try not to have like a crazy strong grip around the strap. You want some firmness around the strap, but you don't want all the tension moving into the hands either. And then both straps into your left hand. You want your right hip to stay anchored, so you don't want to roll the hip in any way. You're just going to start to float the foot, opening up through the leg, the inseam of the leg. And I don't have the same space that I did on the right side here, so I'm just going to leave my leg. But certainly, if you can lower the leg even closer towards the floor, deepening the stretch, that's fine. Then gently pulling the left leg back to center. Switch the grip of the strap, both ends in your right hand, and then floating that leg into a twist. Working that stretch into the outer left hip. This should feel really good. Good. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Bring the leg back to center. You're going to place the left hand underneath left thigh. Re-bend into the left knee, and then remove your strap off to one side. As you inhale, extend the left foot up towards the ceiling. Exhale, bend. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bend. Good. Inhale, extend. And bend. Nice job. Two more. Inhale. Exhale. And last one. Inhale. Exhale. Good. You're going to take your ball if you are using it. Otherwise, skip that part. Wah! Try not to roll off your bolster. Place that ball right at the glute med. It's that fleshy part right underneath the base of your pelvis. All right. And you'll know it's there because you'll feel that extra pressure. Again, you don't want this on the bone, just on the muscles. Start to extend the left leg out to the left, forward, taking those nice big hip circles. Oh, the side is feeling a little crunchy, and I sleep a lot on my left side, and I will notice that I wake up in the night and my hips are sore. So if any of you at home have tricks for that, yes, I use a pregnancy pillow, but I don't know. I think it's just because of all the side sleeping, and I used to be a back sleeper. So, and we'll take one more. It's still a little crunchy, but definitely feeling a little better. And lowering the left foot down. If you have that ball there, go ahead and remove it. And then we'll bend both knees and shift to one side, coming up through seat. Really nice. So I actually feel a lot more mobile already in my glutes and my hips and my legs, so that feels pretty good. Let's go ahead and dive into a little bit more of our practice. I'm going to deconstruct my reclining position here. Sweep my props off to the side. Blocks are always good to have with you or something similar. And we'll come to the top of the mat. Let's make our way into a hands and knees position. So we'll just do some really nice body rolls. Inhale, shift the body forward, sweeping the hips off to one side. Hips rock all the way back towards the heels and over to the opposite side. Good. Good, and then switch the direction. Following your breath. And then coming back to center. Good. Realign your knees, especially if they've shifted so they're underneath your hips. I'm having a lot of achiness in the bases of my feet by the end of the day, so I've been working with tucked toes just to get a little stretch. If you've been feeling that too, go ahead and tuck your toes here. Take an inhale, release the belly, scoop the heart forward. Exhale, round. Inhale, heart pulls forward, belly falls. Exhale, round. Good, 2 more. Exhale. And last one, inhaling. Exhale. Good, inhale, come into a neutral spine. You can keep the toes tucked if you want that deep stretch. Shift your hips to your heels. So again, some of you, this might feel like nothing. For me, this feels like something because I've been having a lot of, like I said, that achiness in my feet. I'm just going to rock from side to side. Just kind of shifting the weight. Good. Next, inhale, come back to center. Untuck the toes if they're still tucked. Sweep the right leg back on your inhale. And then as you exhale, extend the right leg out towards the right edge of your mat, off the mat. So it's kind of just straight out. Outside of the right foot presses down. And then pause here. We're going to walk our hands forward, releasing our forehead and chest towards the floor. Full breaths. Two more inhales and exhales. Good. Carefully lifting the head, walk the hands all the way back underneath the shoulders, and then lift your right leg, sweep it out, lower the right toes down, and then spin the right sole or heel down. Get any lint off your pants if it bothers you. Push down through the outer edge of the right foot, coming into our side plank variation, working some of the core strength we've talked about over the last couple weeks. Reaching the fingertips skyward, full breaths here. Now if you're feeling pretty balanced and you want to start to float that top leg, you can. And if you want to even get fancier with it, you can bend the right knee, grab the outer edge of the foot and kind of pull back, getting that stretch into the thigh. Nice, one more inhale. As you exhale, without flinging if you have the foot, re-lengthen, carefully lowering right hand down, right knee down. Good. Take an inhale, drop the belly, lift the chest, find your cow pose. Pause here. Shift your gaze towards your right shoulder, right hip. Good. Exhale, back to center and round. And then inhale, dropping the belly, lift the chest, find that cow pose. Shift your gaze towards left shoulder, left hip. And come back to center, exhaling to round. Good. Finding your neutral position. Send your left leg back. And then lift the left toes, sweep the left leg out towards the left edge of your mat and press down through the outside edge of your left foot. Begin to walk your hands forward, lowering your forehead and chest all the way down, or as far down as your body will allow. Breathing here. One more breath. And then very carefully starting to walk your hands back towards your shoulders, gently lifting that left foot, sweep the left toes back, and then land the toes down. Coming into our side plank. So I'm going to spin my back heel down, root into my right hand, extend my left arm up, side plank. And then I took a couple variations. So try and do whatever you did at home. Floating the left foot off the floor maybe. Maybe bending the knee, catching the outside edge of the foot. Breathing here. As you exhale, slowly unwind, lower the left hand down, left knee down. Good. Downward facing dog, tucking the toes, root into the hands, lift the hips. And then straighten into your right knee, bend deeply into your left knee. And switch, bending into right knee, straighten the left. And switch. And switch. And one more. Good. Coming back to center. If you need to space out or widen your feet a couple inches, you can, giving more space for the belly. Really pressing the heart towards the thighs, lifting the hips. Nice full breaths. Good. Slowly walk your hands all the way back towards your feet. And if your feet are a little wider, then the belly should again rest along the inner thighs, allowing the crown of the head to release down towards the floor. Cross your forearms and soften into your fold. Good. Slowly releasing the hands down. Inhale, lift up halfway, extending your heart forward. Hands can be on shins here, giving you a little more space to play with. Exhale, soften the elbows, refold. Good. Again, inhale, chest lifts forward. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Soften the knees. Good. Take an inhale. Come up halfway and then all the way up. Really nice. Extend the arms up and overhead. Exhale, folding back in. Good. Again, bend the knees, kind of squatting the hips down. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up. Exhale, folding back in. Good. Bend the knees, squat the hips down. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold back in. One more. Bend the knees, squat the hips. Inhale, reach. Straightening the legs as you come up. Exhale, hands to heart. Really nice. Bringing the feet together. Let's take a walk to the top of the mat. And then as you inhale, lean the heart back. So place your hands right at the base of your spine. Lean the heart back, press the hips forward, find a nice big stretch here. Exhale, fold, chest over thighs. Fingertips towards the floor, step your left leg back, lower the left knee down. Good, maybe blocks are welcome to come in to help give you a little more support. Good, kind of sinking into the hips. Inhale, reach the arms forward and up. So we're gonna press out of the hips. And then as we exhale, we'll cactus the arms and sink into the hips, okay? So inhale, press out of the hips. Exhale, cactus the arms and sink in. Good, inhale, press up and out. Exhale, bend deep. Good, inhale, up and out. Exhale, bend deep. Good, inhale, lifting up. Exhale, sink in, hands all the way down towards your blocks. Extend your chest forward on the in-breath. Exhale, sweep the right arm up. And then next inhale, you're gonna reach the right fingertips forward, circling the arm, releasing the hand down by the hip, then backwards, upwards, forwards. So just these really nice arm circles. Last one. And then releasing the hand down towards your block. Tuck your back toes, lift your back knee, take the blocks one height higher, and then shift your hips back, working your front legs straight. Good. We'll move in and out of this pose. I know we've done it before, but it's so juicy. Taking an inhale here. Exhale, bend the knee, sink the hips. Inhale, press back. Exhale, bend deep. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Pause here. Relower the left knee down. And then you're going to kind of rotate this left leg on an angle. Keep your right hand down. Take an inhale. As you exhale, sweep the left arm up. Good. Finding a nice big stretch here. And then exhale, hand all the way down. Realign the back shin right behind your hip. And then tuck your back toes, lift your back leg, step the left foot forward, finding that fold at the top of your space. Good. Hands to shins or thighs, heart presses forward, slowly rise all the way to a stand. Once again, bring the hands or the base of the palms to the base of your hips. Guide your hips forward, lift your heart, full breath in. Exhale, fold, chest over thighs. Inhale, heart pulls forward. Exhale, step the right leg back, lower the right knee down. Good. We'll be moving in and out with our cactus arms. Inhale, lift up and out of the hips, arms reach. Exhale, sink and bend the elbows. Inhale, lift up and out. Exhale, sink in. Good. Inhale. Exhale, sink in. One more. Inhale. Exhale, sink in. Good. Inhale, lift. Exhale, reach the hands forward, landing the hands to your blocks. And then firm down into your right hand on the inhale. Exhale, reach the left arm skyward. Next, inhale, extend the left arm forward, sweeping the hand into that big arm circle, reaching backward, upward. Good. Forward. Two more. And last one. And then hand lowers all the way down towards your block. Tuck your back toes, lift your back knee. Inhale, straighten into your front leg. As you exhale, bend deep, sink the hips. Good. Inhale, legs straight. Exhale, sink in. Two more. Inhale. Exhale, sink in. Last one, inhale. Exhale, sink in. Pause here. Relower the right knee down. Rotate that right shin so it's on an angle. Keeping your left hand down on the in-breath. Exhale, sweeping the right arm up and overhead. Nice big stretch here. So it's like a side angle variation. Take one more inhale. Exhale, lower the right hand down. Realign the shin behind the hip. Tuck the right toes, lift the right leg, and then step it forward, folding at the top of your space. Bringing hands to shins or thighs, heart presses forward, slowly rising up. And exhaling at the top. All right, let's take a nice wide stance here. We're going to rotate the toes out, heels in, drop into the hips, and then just shift forward and backward or side to side. More like side to side. And just shifting that weight. Good. Pausing here. Dip into your right shoulder, kind of pressing your right hand into that right thigh. Open your chest. Inhale, back to center, dipping left shoulder, pushing that left hand to inner left thigh. Open your chest. One more on each side. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Good. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Good. Inhale, center. Releasing your hands down towards your floor or your mat. Wrap your toes in so now the feet are parallel and fold over the legs. Move no strap here. Good. One of my all-time favorite stretches. Go ahead and walk your hands off your mat. Keep your heels rooted and find this very wide downward facing dog variation. And some of you might have space. You can drop your forearms down, but try not to drop into your shoulders. Keep pressing your hips back. Last cycle of breath here. And then if you are on your forearms, start to press back into your hands. Walk your hands all the way back in line with your feet. Take a nice deep bend into that left knee. Plant your left hand down. Swoop your right arm up. Nice open twist. As you inhale, lower the hands, switch. Bending nice and deep into that right knee. Inhale, and then exhale, left arm skyward. Good. Lowering on the in-breath, switch, bending nice and deep into left knee. Float on the exhale, right arm skyward. Good. Inhale through center. Bend nice and deep. Exhale, float. Good. Inhaling back to center. Come up halfway. Breathe out. Take another inhale here. Lengthen your chest forward, floating your hands to your hips, and slowly all the way to a stand. Nice. Rotate your left toes out, right toes turn in on a gentle angle, sweeping the arms nice and wide, triangle pose. Inhale, reaching the left arm forward, and then left hand down towards the shin, right arm skyward. Lean back. Good. We'll take a little wrap with this top arm. So you're going to rotate the thumb so it points away from the body, and then taking the forearm to the lower back. Peel the top shoulder back, maybe shifting your gaze up. 3 breaths here. As you inhale, unwrap the top arm and slowly coming all the way back. Good. Wrap your left toes in, spin your right toes out. Take an inhale, lengthen forward, and then land the hand to the shin or ankle. Extend the left fingertips skyward. And then notice where your chest and ribs are. Try and wrap them back towards the wall behind you. And then go ahead and wrap that top arm, rotating the thumb so it points away from the body. And then taking the forearm to the lower back. Peel that left shoulder open, maybe shifting your gaze up. Take one more inhale. Exhale, release the top arm, press the weight all the way back to center, and then rotate the toes in. Good. Walk the feet a little closer together. So they're not as wide as they were before, but still wider than your hips. Rotate the heels in, toes out, and we'll drop into a yogi squat. If you need some support here, and I already feel this in my hips, go ahead and place a block right underneath your seat. You're going to snuggle your triceps to the inner knees or thighs, lifting the heart towards the thumbs. 5 breaths here. Good. Go ahead and slide that left leg forward. And then releasing your right hand down, extend your left arm up. Nice big open twist. Good. And then maybe reaching those left fingertips over towards the right knee or right wall. Taking one more inhale. Exhale, come back to center, sweeping the hand underneath the thigh, dragging that leg back in, and then right leg's going to extend outward. Good. Left arm down by the left foot or ankle, taking an inhale, exhale, sweeping right arm up and over. And just getting into that lower back or sides of your lower back, while opening up our hips. Take one more inhale here. Exhale, releasing the hand down, bringing the hand underneath the knee or thigh, kind of scooping that leg in. And let's take a butterfly pose. So you can remain seated on your block if you'd like. If you want, you can also lower yourself down. Set your prop off to the side. Bring the soles of the feet together. Pull the heart forward on the inhale. Exhale, folding in. And then maybe walking the hands forward. And then carefully walking the hands over to the right edge. Pull the left hip back. Find that side stretch here. Inhale, hands walk to center. Exhale over to the left, pull the right hip back. Inhale, hands to center. And then carefully walking your hands back towards your shins. Draw the knees in and then extend the legs forward on a slight angle. So the legs are slightly open just to give space to the belly. So normally if we weren't pregnant, it would be a straight-legged forward fold, but since the belly is going to kind of be pushing against the thighs and it'll prevent you from going maybe as deeply as you can, you're just going to widen the legs a little bit. You can use your strap around the balls of the feet. That would look like this. If you know you have the mobility to reach down for your toes, you can do that too. Inhale, sweeping the arms up, getting nice and tall. There goes my therapy ball. Exhale, folding in. And then I can catch my feet, so I'm just going to kind of snuggle my body in between my legs here. Good. Taking one more breath. And then slowly coming all the way up. Good. You can set your props off to the side. Let's come into a seated cross-legged position. And then as you inhale, sweeping your right arm up nice and tall. Exhale, releasing the right hand to the center of the shins. Left hand behind you, opening your chest. Good. Inhale. inhale, arms sweep around. Exhale, switch. Find that gentle twist. So we're not twisting deeply into the body. Just the hands resting in front of the shins is more than fine to add a little bit of spinal rotation. Good. Inhale, reaching the arms back through center. Palms touch. Exhale, hands to heart. Good. 2 more like that. Inhale, sweeping the arms nice and wide. Exhale, palms touch. And last one. Big breath in. Exhale, let it go. Good. Soften the hands. Either palms face up on tops of the thighs or palms face down. And gently pausing here. Reconnecting back with your body, your breath, your baby. Feel free to continue to sit in the quiet for as long as you like. Otherwise, we can close off the practice together, releasing the hands at the center of the heart. Honoring your practice and the time you dedicate to your self-care and the self-care of your baby. Thank you so much for joining me for week 22 of our pregnancy series. Please continue to follow us. If you don't already, subscribe to our channel. See what we have in store for you for the remainder of pregnancy and beyond. As always, you are welcome to comment on this video or any other videos with questions, things you'd like me to address in future sessions, or simply just what you thought of the class and the channel. Thank you again so much for joining. Namaste.